Hello, I'm presenting my project on the leadership of Nelson Mandela. The reason I choose Nelson Mandela to write about is because of whatever is going on in the world nowadays. The killing of George Floyd, a black African American man in the United States, a state named Minnesota, was arrested and killed by a white police officer. George Floyd's killing has sparked many outrage within the people of the United States, which led to violence and protests across the country to show their voice matters. The fight against racism still exists, and people in the United States have come together from all different races to fight against it. Nelson Mandela is the first name which pops up in my mind when I think of racism. Nelson Mandela is a great example of a leader when it comes to racism and fighting against discrimination. Throughout his entire life, he's fought for equality. He fought the battle to achieve acceptance between dark-skinned people in South Africa. As a political leader and philanthropist, his voice brought great change to the community. The early life of Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was born in an African tribe named Tambu on July 18, 1918. At birth, Nelson Mandela was named Raleigh Mandela, but after he went to school, his name was changed to Nelson by one of his school teachers. He attended the University of Fort Hare, and later, for studying, he attended the University of Witwatersrand. While growing up, Nelson saw a huge racial divide in the South African society. Due to the discrimination in the society, Nelson decided to join the African National Congress, the ANC. It's a political group that advocated equality for blacks and whites in 1944. The struggles of Nelson Mandela. Mandela traveled across the country to raise support for racism. Nelson Mandela's activism made him very popular in masses, which triggered awareness into the African society to fight for equality and racism. In 1961, Mandela established a secret army, and he chose to disguise himself from the government to achieve his goals of equality and justice, and he wanted to stay low-key from the government. He didn't want anyone to know what he was doing against discrimination and his fight for racism. There was a police raid in 1962, and Mandela and his army, they were arrested for keeping his motives a secret from the government, and Mandela remained in jail for the next 18 years. During Mandela's 18-year stay in prison, he was given an opportunity to get freedom twice, but he refused freedom twice because he didn't want to give up his goals. He wanted to tell everyone that he's going to continue his fight against discrimination and racism, and that's the reason he refused freedom twice. Mandela became very popular amongst all the prisoners, and everyone knew him as one of the person who doesn't want to give up on his goals. And the roar of Free Mandela started in South African society, which led to the South African president named Freddie Clark, and he set Mandela free in 1990. Everyone was aware of him because he became very famous for everything he was doing, especially even in the prison. He didn't stop working. Even while he was inside, he would keep raising his voice as much as he could, and everyone basically knew a lot about him, and they started this movement which was called Free Mandela. Everyone wanted him free, and because of this, the president at that time, who was Freddie Clark, he set him free. Now we're going to discuss some achievements of Nelson Mandela, especially after he was released from prison. In 1991, Nelson Mandela was elected as the president of African National Congress, ANC. Mandela and the president at that time, Freddie Clark, they both worked as a pair to bring peace to South Africa. Due to their hard work and dedication, the pair received the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. In 1994, for the first time in South Africa history, all races got to participate in the election. ANC, the African National Congress, won the election, and Nelson Mandela, being a big part of it, he became the first non-white president of South Africa, which was a big accomplishment of that time. During Nelson Mandela's presidency, he made sure all races received equal benefits and opportunities, and finally his work started to pay off when he saw that everyone in his country, South Africa, was receiving everything equally. Either you were Latin, you were American, you were black, you were white, whatever race you were, you would receive equal opportunities without any discrimination. In 1999, he retired as the president of South Africa and developed the Nelson Mandela Foundation, which would work towards equality, peace, and justice. Nelson Mandela took his last breath on December 5, 2013, due to a respiratory disease, and he left the world with a legacy of hard work to improve the world and keep peace amongst all different races. I'm just going to go through some famous quotes by Nelson Mandela. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. Education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world. I never lose. I either win or learn. Nelson Mandela.